The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Quick give. It's Davidson. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a crease. It's Haynes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, number 19. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he made the extra point without problem. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Look out! And he gets it away. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Cuts it upfield. It's Clark. Got the 1st down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Throwing, Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Second and long here. Draw play, it's Clark. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Got his man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gonna run it. It's Clark. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sellers on the play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll go with a direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Clark. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Sellers. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, he can go. He breaks a tackle. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. On play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They go play action with Sellers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
On the run, it's Davidson. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Couldn't set his feet.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time on target.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Sellers rushes on. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 16, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Golden Bears on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Changing the routes with his receivers. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got his man across the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Turning it on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Snags it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right side, it's Wesco. Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the run, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The run inside. It's Clark. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Play fake, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Trying to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's Sellers to throw. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. Makes the tackle.
When it gets in long yardage situations defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Out wide left, it's Sellers. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Coming out with it, it's Burrows. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Davidson. Just smothered on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Moore. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. On the move. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, it's Davidson. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out wide right, it's Bennett. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. Right down the middle. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Harbor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Left side, it's Brown. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Lets it develop. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Fourth down, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able...